two more infusions. Two more infusions. I cannot wait to ring that bell. And I'm speaking it into existence. I will ring the bell after two more infusions. I just finished my fourth one last week and I am excited. What is on my face? I promise you, there is a reason for this. I am using Manuka honey. I went down the rabbit hole of YouTube and I actually found out that Manuka honey can help with the breakouts. I touched on it before, but I have breakouts of my face during the second week after my infusions. It happens all over my face, on my head, and even as my tongue gets darker. I do have a hyperpigmented tongue, but it's even darker. But it's interesting that it's during that second week after my infusion. So I'm trying to be proactive, do it before next week to see the effects. I did use it after my third infusion. That's when I started, and I did see there was a noticeable difference in my skin in terms of the amount of dark spots in my face and even the acne itself. So I do think that it is really effective. At least it has been for me. So just putting it out there. I'm not advertising for them. If they see it, they can send me some more because it's not cheap. It's over $40 for this bottle, but it does go a long way. And it has been helpful. I initially bought it for my kids just to help with, immune system strengthening because that's one of its effects as well. But now I found that it's also now going to be my regular facial, part of my facial process, which I never had one before, but I am definitely being more diligent in taking care of myself. This I'm enjoying it as well. So that is that. That's what has happened. Also, I cut myself. I was cleaning, I was trying to do something for my son. I was using scissors and I cut myself across. When I tell you, I now understand and value platelets because I did have low platelet counts right before my infusion. I was bleeding for a good 3 days just from the cut, just a small cut on my finger. I was bleeding for 3 days. It was going through everything that I put there. So I definitely see the effects of that. I'm also seeing more darkening of my fingers, my toes, of course, my face, and also my fingernails hurt. They hurt. They're pretty painful. They break easily as well. So those are some of the effects that I'm seeing. I also gastrointestinal, like the same stuff as before with in terms of gastrointestinal issues. They do subside after like day 10. Excuse me, speaking of that, and then I get gas. But because I can't eat what I really like, I decided to put a fork on my neck. I like to eat, y'all. But I'm just kidding. I just really love this fork. I saw it at a thrift store and I said, this is super cute and creative. Yeah, that was my way of just directing you to my beautiful jewelry. But I'm doing well. This is really a roller coaster, to be frank with you. Those days are hard. I get really hard days the first 10 days after my infusion, and then I become my normal self, and then it's time to go back for another infusion. So it has really been a roller coaster. If I take it back to the dream I had in July, where a roller coaster took me literally and swung me around, I'm going through a roller coaster ride, but I am also hopeful. And I am convinced, and I know that I know that I know that I will be well. There's a lot more for me to do on this earth, and my kids need me, and my hubby needs me, and I need them. So that has been happening in terms of the support. I always have to bring in community because community is the reason why I'm even still optimistic. The people praying for me knowingly and for me not knowing. The people who have been checking on me, calling me, sending me humor and laughter, gifts. This time, my department, I just want to shout them out from my job. They sent me beautiful care package, not just for myself, but for my family, for my children as well. That was very thoughtful and kind, and it just warms my heart and encourages me to be there for others, because in this world where, like I said, I told one of my friends, Melissa, that hooliganism is just rampant. Division is just, super rampant. it is good to see people who come together to check on each other and to be concerned for each other and to walk life journeys with each other. And it comes from places you don't expect or people that you may not expect. So this definitely has taught me a lot and just showed me to also be ready to be there for others as they have been for me. This is how we prove that good is still in this world and God is still on the throne, and that, um, yeah, we can make it through together. We're all going through this human experience, um, and there are some hard times. Other than that, I'm doing well. I just wanted to give an update, and also I delving into some things as I mentioned earlier. I'm still trying. This has given me forced rest. So this forced rest has allowed for my brain to start churning, and I'm super grateful for that because I never had that time to really sit down by force. And aside from COVID, but I was still working. But yeah, my mind is working, and I love it. I love it, and I'm also resting as much as I can. So that's what's going on with me. I normally observe Lent. This is Lent period. I'm not Catholic, but I do observe Lent. A lot. I am sad that I'm not able to fast. Maybe I'm not so sad because I like to eat. I'm just kidding. No, I'm sad that because I like to normally observe Lent through fasting. But this time I've decided I'm going to be reading scripture, so I'll be creating another playlist if anybody's interested in following day to day scripture reading and just my thoughts on what the scripture entails. Thank you all for loving me. Thank you all for checking in on me, my loved ones, and my community. And yeah, we will fight and we will beat cancer and survive and tell the story.